that I like movies, you know what I'm gonna do? Talk about my favorite movies. I guess maybe it's not just specifically like my favorite movies, but these are movies that every time they come on TV, I have to watch it. Whether it be like, oh, there's only 15 minutes of this movie left, or hey, it just started. And I feel like we all have that kind of movie, or multiple movies. And I have quite a few of them, and hopefully I did not miss out on any. We'll see. Actually, I had 10 of them, which I think is a very good, even list. Now, some of these movies still come on TV. Some of these I have not seen come on TV in a very, very long time. In fact, one of them I know has probably not aired in so long, which actually makes me very, very upset. Anyway, let's go. So, the first one, which I think is on a lot of people's list, Mean Girls. I had the DVD, it's on Netflix, and every time it comes on TV, I'm surfing through channels. Holy crap, there it is on the list. Here we go. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's been on, or like whether it just started, or 15 minutes left of the movie. I've seen it so many times. It's like a classic to me as far as like, you know, a classic in my generation. It's just, it always makes me laugh. I never get bored of it. I just really, really like it. In fact, I used to have a t-shirt that said, "You can't sit with us," and I don't think I have it anymore. I think I decluttered it just recently because it was so old. It was watched so many times, and it was a very well-loved shirt. And real quick, while I'm talking about Lindsay Lohan movies, can Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen please come on Netflix? Like, come on. 2, Legally Blonde. Only the first one. I didn't really care for the sequel as much. I enjoy it when there's nothing else on, but I just really prefer the original one, which I think happens with a lot of these movies. I actually like Legally Blonde more than Mean Girls. Let me just say this is in no particular order. I was just thinking about it. With Legally Blonde, I love how they take like this really stereotypical blonde girl from, I think it was Malibu, somewhere in California, right? And she's seen as ditzy, as dumb, as stupid, not smart, da da da. And, you know, she only cares about, you know, materialistic things and her pretty boyfriend. And then, you know, she's in that relationship. And then everything ends because he breaks up with her because she's that stereotypical blonde girl. And then they take that and then she turns into one of the best freaking lawyers to graduate from Harvard. I love it so much. And every time you hear that line, what was it exactly when Warner goes, "You're at Harvard Law, whatever," and then she says, "What, like it's hard?" I freaking love that scene so much. And that was honestly one of my favorite soundtracks. I remember I bought the soundtrack when I was in Germany, so that was a very long time ago, over a decade ago, and I listened to it non-stop. The opening theme, I listened to it so much, and oh gosh. That one song that plays when she's like really tired of people screwing her over or treating her like she's nothing, and then she fixes all these things. God, what was it called? I don't remember, but you probably know what I'm talking about because it was one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. 3, Tokyo Drift. I am a big fan of the Fast and Furious series. I have not seen the most recent ones, probably the most recent 2. I kind of lost track of them. But Tokyo Drift is close to my heart, probably because, you know, I grew up on J-pop, and then it was C-pop and K-pop, and, you know, I studied those languages for a while. And so, I like it. And there's the 2 of the cast, one of the guys, another quick, and the girl, Keito Kitagawa, who plays Sailor Mars in the live action of Sailor Moon. Yeah, that cheesy as hell show. And then the other guy who actually played in Orange Days, which is one of my favorite Japanese dramas, so I think that's also why it just became one of my favorites, because I knew those 2 and I love those 2 actors. So. 4, Orphan. I am a huge horror buff, like scary thriller buff. I love it. And Orphan, I just always watched it. I love it. And I'm a fan of Jimmy Bennett and the little girl who plays the deaf character, who is deaf in real life. The actress herself is deaf in real life, so that has a special place in my heart. The twist at the end, yeah, that's kind of... Actually, that's not too bad of a twist, I don't think. It wasn't one that I expected, and I don't think it's one that is really overdone, at least. I've seen a lot of horror films, and I haven't seen that twist happen in a lot of them, so, I don't know. But I love that movie so much. 5, Devil Wears Prada. And this is actually a movie that annoys me, not because of the movie itself, but every time it comes on television, which is a lot, it's always on the same channel, which is Oxygen, and that freaking channel is never captioned. They captioned it for a while and then they turned out the captions and then it stopped and then it came back on and it stopped. So I was always watching it without the captions. I've seen it with the captions, but oh, it's so annoying. Once upon a time, I grew up wanting to be a fashion designer. I grew up wanting to be a lot of things. I changed my career path so many times. That's like another classic movie to me. Okay, this movie is so old, and this is the movie I was talking about that doesn't come on anymore. See Spot Run. I love that movie so much. I think that's the oldest movie besides two of them on here, I think. I don't know. I can't remember when it came out. Oh my god, I love that I love that movie so much. In fact, I think that's actually my favorite movie in this entire list besides Legally Blonde. It used to come on all the time. I think it actually came on the channels that were like in the 100 digits, like channel 500 or something. And now it just doesn't come on anymore. It doesn't come on cable TV. It doesn't come on the big channels. I miss that movie so much. I can't find the DVD anywhere because it's so old. It's like they don't sell it anymore. And it's not on Netflix. Please, bring it back. Made in Manhattan. Yes, I'm tired of numbering this whole thing. I actually just watched this, not that long ago, a week and a half ago, just before it went off Netflix. Now it's off Netflix for this month. So I'm glad I got to watch it. I made my boyfriend watch it because he hasn't seen it. I've seen that movie so many times. I think I've seen that movie the most out of this entire list, maybe besides Mean Girls. Made in Manhattan and Mean Girls, I've seen those two probably the same amount of times. Little baby Tyler Posey was so weird seeing him on Teen Wolf after he's grown up, you know? And then I went back to Made in Manhattan and I was like, holy shit, that's the guy in freaking Made in Manhattan. Oh my god, Tyler Posey, and he's so small. So we were the same age when that movie was made and when it came out. So I think we're only like a couple of months. It's only a couple months difference, I think. So it's like, holy crap. It's like, oh my god, he's so cute and so tiny. And it's kind of weird seeing him in that movie now. Clueless, the iconic As If and R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. I'm so sad about her death. I can't believe she died in 2009, was it? Like, it feels like it was honestly only like a year or so ago. Like, holy crap. Something about that movie. Rush Hour. So Rush Hour is a trilogy, I believe, if I remember correctly, but Rush Hour, the first one, is always my favorite. The whole push the damn button thing that happens in the end of the movie. I love it. It's one of the funniest movies, and it's just a movie that I can't get bored of, ever. The second and third, I don't mind. I don't really remember the third one. The second one, I remember. I know there was a TV show that came out. It didn't really pique my interest at all. I think they canceled it also. They canceled it and then decided to finish airing the season, which, okay, fine. And then they went back to canceling it. It was supposed to be a more serious version of the movies, and I think that's why I was kind of like, because, no. Also the cast. I couldn't handle how different the cast was. And then the last one is Hot Chick with, what's his name, Rob Schneider and Rachel McAdams. Yeah, Mean Girls lady. I had the DVD, so I think I've probably actually seen it more on DVD than actually on TV. It's hilarious. I was one of those people that loved Adam Sandler growing up. Now I don't care for him as much. So when Adam Sandler is in a movie, you're gonna see Rob Schneider. I feel like he's been in every single Adam Sandler movie that's come out, or at least most of them. And funny. It's funny. I wish I could remember the little rhyme thing that they did. Those are the list of movies that I would watch over and over and over again. And I turn them on every single time I see them on TV. I actually cannot think of anything more. I cannot think of any more movies, so I think that's really the list. If you have any of those movies, please let me know down below. Let's find out if I've seen them or if they haven't. I'm not too picky on movies. I do prefer like action, thriller, horror. So if they're of that genre, please put them down. But it's got a good plot. If it's interesting, I'll give it a try. Except for animated movies, I feel like I know, as someone who loves Pokemon and Sailor Moon, not bad. I don't know. Am I the only one who can't really get into animated movies all that much? I don't know. If you want to follow me on all of my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to help support my content on Patreon, link to that will be down below. There will also be a link to my tip jar on Coffee if you want to do like a one-time thing. I upload every Monday and Thursday unless otherwise stated, and I will see you later.